Hello. I'd like to share something with you, if I may. I had a dream. Well, although I say it was a dream, I don't know how to describe it, because it wasn't really a dream. Because I was in that state in the morning, like one does, you're half asleep and half awake. And so I was like sort of conscious but not, I was, somnambulistic, I think it is. Anyway, I was not completely awake. And something came into my mind as if I was being told. Although I can't specifically say there was this voice speaking to me. It was just like I was being told something. And I was being told about food in the future. When, I don't know. But that's how things will go, apparently. In this, I'm told, in this dream. What will happen, food will become so expensive. And for the normal person in the street, in the supermarket and everything, it'll be prohibitively expensive. And real food, as we know it, will be for the rich. And even if you're rich, you'll have to be in the know to get it. Now, two things came into my mind. And so what will happen is that scientists will make facsimiles. Now, I stress here that the strange thing is it wasn't clones I was hearing about in my dream. I was hearing about scientists inventing copies of food. For instance, two things came into my mind. One was the humble egg. Scientists will manufacture, or at least they'll invent and then somebody else will manufacture it, presumably, I don't know, copies, facsimiles of the egg. And the reason I do this is because this also was in my dream, is that because unlike astronauts who have tablets and food in tubes and things like that, scientists will invent a way of producing an egg that looks like the real thing, feels like the real thing, has a shell like the real thing. You can break it open and the contents are like the real thing, and it will taste like the real thing. An egg, as we know it today. But the whole thing will be man-made. That was one of the things that came into my mind. The second thing that came with it was a beefsteak. These two things were in my dream. Beefsteaks, again, will become, more so than the egg, beef will become so prohibitively expensive that to have a real steak, the real thing, will be only for the very rich. I mean, we're talking Fabergé eggs here. And scientists will, again, invent a way of making the synthetic steak. It will look like a steak, it will have the texture of a steak, and it will taste like a steak. But it won't be the real thing. It'll be a copy. And again, in my dream, I didn't see that this came from a cloned cow. This was completely man-made. So, make of that what you will. Don't ask me when that's going to happen. I didn't get that information. And maybe that was my weird mind rambling. So, there you go. I don't profess to be a psychic, although I've had sort of moments like this before. So, as I say, make of that what you will. I'll get back to doing what I think I know I can do best. And that's sing and play the ukulele. Bye.